Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Oklahoma. She actually has people who drive to Houston from Oklahoma, and Louisiana.
And Texas. I think she's on there for Texas also.
And Texas in general. Well, we told her, you're probably going to be on the first page for some very national terms, and she is. And so I told her right up front from the beginning, I said, you're probably going to want to start selling stuff online. And she's a lady who at the time was thinking, oh, then I got to ship, and if the products get broken, and then it just sounds like a whole big headache. And I just pointed out to her, we were in her showroom. She has a showroom and a warehouse here in Houston. I said, would you rather expand your showroom or your warehouse?
I'm going to say warehouse.
Yeah, significantly cheaper. Most of her monthly expenses are in her showroom, not in the inventory that she has in stock and in the warehouse. So because if you sell online, you don't need your website is your showroom. So she actually called us and she was like, okay, what do I have to do to sell online? And I said, okay, well, here's things, and we need to get together. And so she's going to think about it. But one of the things that she wanted to know was where's her traffic coming from? And I wanted to look this up for her. So would there be any value of her selling online? Because then she could sell across the whole country. And so what I did is I pulled up Google Analytics.
Oh, haven't heard that before.
Yeah. And here's if you're looking at the video, oh, look at that. That actually looks pretty good. All right.
Cool.
So you can see that the number one thing that she has visits for is the state of Texas. I broke it down by country. Country/territory details. Obviously, the country is the U.S. and the territories are actually states. That's a little interesting. In Texas, she has 339 visits a month. In California, I think this is a month. Maybe this is a week. No, that's a month. In California, 70, Florida, 64, New York, 47, and we'll skip down to Illinois, 15. The disparity between 70 in California and 339 in Texas is because we've actually optimized for specific cities in Texas. Again, Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, Beaumont, and believe it or not, and
woo, Beaumont, Texas,
and San Antonio, which I may have said, and Austin, and Dallas, and
Beaumont.
So we project that we could significantly increase our traffic if we went after actually individual cities. I don't know, like Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, New York City, and Chicago and Illinois. So this is a very good report. I thought it would be a great thing to just bring up, and the flexibility of Google Analytics. You can look up a lot of really good details, see where you're at, and make a business plan for or a business case for how we're going to move forward. So
there you go.
That's what we're doing with her. That's exciting. We're we're exciting, of course, to get the business to do her full e-commerce website, which we do here in house, and also to be expanding her business. So that's really exciting. It's something that we do here on a regular basis. I have no idea when we started.
So basically, bottom line, if you're getting some organic hits from states or cities or states outside of the ones that you're actually optimizing for, consider going after those. Because let's say there's a neighboring city where someone really likes you and he talks about your products, and you start getting some hits from it. You might want to consider optimizing for those particular country, states, or territories.
There is another website that I'm going to put in my notes to talk about next time. It's a review website, and I heard it from a gentleman that was a meeting with yesterday, and I don't remember the name of the website. I will get that to you next time. It's pretty cool, though. If you want to control perception, what did I say? Perceived perception?
Perception protection.
Perception protection. What they'll do is they'll create a review site for you. It does cost $50 a month, from what I understood. But each of the reviews actually becomes a page that can show up on Google, and it can help you to actually mitigate
content.
Yeah, it's like content, and it's positive content, and it's content you control. So it's interesting. It's got some interesting stats. Like we have always said that you should actually have your reviews and your testimonials actually integrated into the website. This is a button that takes you to another website, and apparently 50% of visitors are actually clicking it, which is a little surprising from what we tend to talk about. So
and you remember, this is buzzing in my ear, you should be doing Google alerts.
Yep.
To find out who's talking about you and what they're saying.
Absolutely, yeah. And anything about your industry. I added a couple the other day that are relative to the industry as opposed to us. Like, so of course we've got Google Alerts for eWeb Style and Paul Hansen and Chris Burris and Unknown Secrets to SEO and the most popular SEO podcast on iTunes. Of course we do.
Yeah.
And we also add, industry things like search engine optimization, Houston search engine optimization, whatever cities we're targeting. So I am waving this piece of paper around. Yet again, we went back to SEO Moz.
I like this guy's site, man. This guy's got good information. I haven't been to it in a while, but good stuff.
It is really, and this one was posted by Randfish, and I don't know how else we can find this. And I thought this was really important because here at eWebStyle we are switching from a non-content management system website production house to a content management system production house. So whenever we do websites now, we actually do it in a content management solution. And we do that because at least we give there's two reasons. One's a business reason, one's a customer reason, which ultimately are both business reasons.
Yes.
Yes. The first reason is a lot of our customers would like to be able to edit their website, and frankly, they're not going to learn how to do FTP, how to get, how to edit HTML, and we give them that capability, everything they need. We never stand between them and their website, and they're just not going to do it, so they come to us. We have a minimum billing rate, so if they need us to tweak, one little thing, then we got to bill for 30 minutes, and there are clients who just don't want that. So a content management solution is a great solution for them. The other is inside, as we're expanding, thanks to you guys, we are expanding here at eWebStyle. As we're expanding, it's becoming clearer that we can really hone in our talent for designing very attractive and useful websites. And we've got some staff members who are really good at that, and let them focus on that and then just turn it over so that the information can be populated into the website, and it's much easier to bring somebody in and say, what, here's, in our case, Joomla. Here's how you use Joomla. Watch these 3 videos and now get to work. Right? So it's kind of like a McDonald's. You can sit somebody down to watch a video, and somebody can be cooking burgers who yesterday was picking his nose.
There you go. Picking his nose.
But I'm not saying he's not picking his nose today.
Well, I was thinking it was his job. Like, he lost his nose picking job, and now he's flipping burgers. That's a step up,
We got to post that on Craigslist. We need a grade A nose picker.
There you go. So why do you have an article, and I'm going to ask a rhetorical, well, not really rhetorical, why do you need a content management system? And basically, for those of you who, if you just tuned in, it's the very first podcast, we talked about it before, but a content management system to a regular person on the street is a way for you to edit your website without having to learn web design software like Dreamweaver. And if you've ever tried, it's not easy. I've looked at it, but I'm like, come on, get real.
Now, what it doesn't do, though, is give you the capabilities to, bring in, change the whole look and feel. I mean, you can do that in Joomla, obviously, because we're going to be doing that. But the average Joe is not going to be able to just go in and edit images and really change the look and feel of their website. What happens is we create the nice look and feel of your website, and then we populate it and make sure it still looks even better, and then turn it over to you. So you could change out this image, you could change out that image, you could change text or whatever. And frankly, we understand that sometimes when you change out images, there are so many nuances to the image process. We find some people will upload, a 5 meg image on their front page and then shrink it down. Well, you really should turn that into a thumbnail and then upload it. And the challenge with that is you don't want a 5 meg anything on your front page because it's going to be an incredibly slow loading front page, and that's bad. That creates a thing we like to call bounces.
Yeah, bounce.
Bounces are bad. Perception protection. We're just going to get on for 30 minutes and rattle off all these taglines and say, thank you for the podcast. Next. So I thought it might be really good to talk about content management solutions or systems, and from an SEO perspective. We are an SEO podcast, so in fact we are the most. I'm not going to say that. And this is a really good article, again by Randfish, and he came up with like he laid it out there and said, look, I can't cover everything. And in fact, some of the comments on this, there's like 51 pages of comments here.
Yeah.
Some of the comments talk about things that he missed, and we